Well, I was going to share the process of making the fox into a cushion, but it's taken a lot of brain power and I've been trying to match up. So yeah, and it's just so hard. So I have just carried on without you, I'm afraid. But I am just going around now. I've got plenty of pins in to try and make that envelope at the back go correctly so it doesn't move around. So I shall go round and then we'll see what we've got. Right, we're all the way around. As long as it's not too small. If it's too big, I can make it smaller. If it's too small, my cushion pad's not going to fit into it. So I'm going to turn it around. That's the joy of having that back, it's easier to turn around. So take my extra pins out. Got a pin inside there for some reason. Can't open it because I've got some pins in it. Right. Come on, Foxy. Don't let me down. Well, no, Foxy isn't letting me down, I'm letting myself down. More pins. I've got pins everywhere. Right, we've got all the pins. And now I need to give it an iron. There it is at the front. I need to push out the corners as well. And that's the back. Hopefully it'll look like it sort of matches up at the back once it's puffed out a bit. So let's just do my corners. Just use a pencil with a offset bit there. So I'm not going to go through. Just nudge those corners out a bit more. Okay, so the bee was in this, so I'm going to change it over because I want it to be seasonal. Bee's my summer one, or spring one. And then this is going to be my autumn one. Have I got my leaves up the wrong way? Oh no. Yeah, it's a bit bigger, so I'm going to do what I did for the last one and go round, top stitch it round to make it a little bit smaller. Oh no, they're the right way. Phew. So yeah, it's a bit big, so I'm going to go around, I'm going to iron it, and then I'm going to top stitch so it makes, let me get the other one and I'll show you. So you can probably see better on the back. So if I do close up. So you can see I've got a line of stitching on the top just to make it that little bit smaller. So I'm going to do that on this one. I think I'll iron it first just to make sure everything's lined up in the right place, and then go around it. I think I'm winning. I think I'm winning. Okay, that's all nicely pressed. So now I'm going to go around the edge just to try and make it a little bit smaller. Okay, let's put it in and see what we've got. Doesn't fit in now. Yes, because it does. It fits. I'll make it fit. I think it needs another good press, and I'm disappointed after all my pattern matching that it will match up. Let me match it up for you after all that. But because it's on an angle, it doesn't. But I did actually pattern match it. Nobody's going to see it because it's on the back. But yeah, once it moves around, it doesn't so much. But yeah, so that works. So goes in there, well enclosed. It's a little bit loose, but that's fine. So that's going to go on the chair in the dining room. So now I've got plenty of fabric that I need to make the bigger one that goes behind, so you get the full effect. But right now it's lunchtime and I need a cold drink because it's like a sweat box up here. So at least I've got it finished, because yeah, it was worrying me a little bit. I'm not a confident sewer, but I'm glad I've done it. Well, I think I'm the only person in England wearing a cowl today. We've moved to the next day, and so yes, I have finished my honey cowl by Antonia Shankland, and so this is a slip stitch cowl. I knit it with merino sock, which is a Yarnsmith's yarn, and it's not quite as wide as it should be. And so, because I was holding, it's a DK weight pattern, but I was holding 2 fingering weight 4-ply yarns together for this one. But at the end of the pattern, you're supposed to do so many inches, and at the end of the pattern do a few rows of knit and then you cast off. Well, when it is, I'll show you, open it up. When it is quite long, you get a bit yarn chickeny of how much yarn you're going to use for a few knit rows and then a cast off. So yeah, I stopped too early, but I think it's wide enough as it is. So it's not been blocked, so it might stretch even more, but I'm quite happy with the length that it is. I'll put it on again. Where's the back seam? So yes, it is quite long. And so I will wear it as I was just showing you, so like a twist and then over and then arrange as you do. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. I'm glad I've finished it. It's a nice, simple, easy pattern. It's just row of knit, then the slip stitches, row of knit, slip stitches. I did go, because you start the slip stitches at different points on alternate rows. I did mess that up when I was watching TV one night, but I didn't go back and change it because I'm going to call it a design feature, so you can probably see in the centre, near enough in the centre. So yeah, I was just changing it up, being individual. So yeah, perfectly imperfect. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, it's lovely and soft. I really love this yarn. I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about this yarn yet. It's quite new from Yarnsmith, so I hope they do bring out a DK weight and an Aran weight because they do lots of colours, so it would be useful. It is lovely and thick. The slip stitches, I think, make it feel thicker, but it's nice and light as well, so I think it's going to be a really useful cowl to wear in the winter. And it's, yeah, just a nice length at the moment for just up here around your neck. But so it'd be nice actually when the coat's open as well, just to like hang down with your coat. So yeah, so I've got some more of this as well. So I think I'm going to do some mitts for my hands, Can't decide if I'm going to hold it double and have DK weight, or whoops, sorry, I'm dropping the balls. Can't decide if I'm going to hold it as a DK weight and have DK weight mitts, or whether to do more of just a fingering, lightweight. I might go for the lightweight fingering, I think, but we should see. But I'll only do just some simple ones. I think that's all it needs. With this colour, I think the colour's enough. Yeah, so very pleased with that. So that is all finished. So the only other knitting that I have at the moment is the socks. So let's see how the socks are getting on now. So you may remember that last time I was trying to make them, because the pattern doesn't repeat, I was trying to make the second sock look similar to the first sock. So I wound up the ball from, so I was going from the centre, because it started off, rather than reel off loads to get to something similar, I went to the centre, but then obviously I was going backwards. So the second sock is being sort of knit in the reverse, but I got down to I got down to just starting the heel, and I didn't have any of this sort of broken faux Fair Isle, so I didn't like how that was looking. So I've taken that back to that turquoise line just above and cut the yarn and started on this section, and so I'm much happier how that's looking. I think it's looking far more like the original sock now. So you can see that it's a bit more like the original sock now. I've got those Fair Isle parts in, and I am pleased to say, I've turned the heel by the way, I'm pleased to say that I can see the grey is coming in. So I'm going to be having, whereas this sock's got 2 of the greys, this sock's going to have 2 of the greys and 1 of the turquoise. So I think that's going to make it look similar, but not the same. So yes, I'm enjoying those again now. That makes sense to me. My brain is happy with that. Because you know what it's like when there's something that you're not happy about and you can't get over it, and it makes no sense, because this one made a mistake, doesn't bother me. Oops. Everything wants to fall on the floor. This one, just too much of that section again further down bothered me. So it doesn't make any difference to anyone else, but it makes a difference when you want to actually enjoy knitting it, and then when you're going to wear it afterwards, doesn't it? So yes, I can just plod along with that sock now. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I have nearly got a finish on my cross stitch, so I may have another finish for you in the next video. We shall wait and see. So take care, have a lovely day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.